We recently read the book The Absolutely True Diary of a Part-Time Indian, and now we're doing a book review. Yay! This book is told in a diary format through Junior's retelling of the events. The book is very informal, with Junior sometimes speaking directly to the readers. The book uses dark humor in many places.
The pacing is sometimes fast and sometimes slow. It keeps switching from slowly explaining a day to explaining a whole month quickly. The book is set on Spokane Indian Reservation and Reardan District in Washington. These are both real places from Sherman Alexie's life. Arnold Spirit is a 14-year-old living in a poor Indian reservation. He lives here and goes to school with his best friend, Rowdy. He is tired of the harsh conditions in his town and school, so he decides to transfer to an all-white school in a nearby town called Reardan. He asks Rowdy if he'd like to come, but Rowdy refuses and gets angry at Junior for leaving, so Junior transfers by himself. At first, the new school is harsh for Junior, but after punching a guy much bigger than him named Roger in the face, his classmates begin to respect him more. He makes friends with Gordy, another teen who feels mistreated, and even gets a girlfriend named Penelope. Surprisingly for Junior, he makes the varsity basketball team. He plays against his old school from the reservation, but Junior's old best friend Rowdy knocks him unconscious in the third quarter of the game, and Reardan ends up losing the match. Later in the year, Junior's team plays Junior's old school again, and Junior's team ends up winning the tournament. He later made up with Rowdy, and they played basketball together.
There are several main characters in this book. Junior is the protagonist, and the book follows his high school adventures. He is described as small and frail and suffers from a condition called hydrocephalus. Penelope is Junior's girlfriend and the prettiest girl in Reardan. She is not that important to the overall story. Roger, who is the alpha at Reardan, bullied Junior when he first came to school, but later on became friends. Gordy was a semi-important character at the start. He is very smart and geeky and was the first friend Junior made in Reardan. He made many appearances at first, but we began to see less and less of him as the story progresses. Rowdy is Junior's best friend and the opposite of Junior. He is big and muscular, where Junior is described as small and frail. Rowdy felt betrayed after Junior left for Reardan, and they started to distance away from each other. They eventually made up towards the end of the story. Junior's family are supporting characters to the story. His father and mother are poor and alcoholics but care for their family. His grandmother are always supportive of Junior. Eugene is his father's best friend, but is considered to be part of the family. His sister lives in the basement and is an example of people who had lost their hopes and dreams on the reservation. And spoiler alert, most of his family die. The author is Sherman Alexie. The book is loosely adapted from his childhood. He lived on Spokane and suffered from hydrocephalus just like Junior did in the book. The book is sort of his autobiography turned into a young adult book. We found the book funny and enjoyable, and we recommend it to everyone who is above the age of 14.